Weekends are always fun with friends. We wanted to scare one of my friends, so started sharing some horrifying ideas. While the talking is going on, a girl started telling about the Bloody Mary challenge and how people were attacked by Bloody Mary, which is so interesting and made us to start the challenge at 3 a.m. in the night. It's 2:30 already. We waited till 3 a.m. One of our brave friends took a candle, lighted it, stood in front of the mirror, and started saying, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary for 3 times. Rest of us are waiting outside the door. It's very silent. And suddenly, the candle light went off. All of a sudden, he heard a big shout and started crying loud out of fear. It was one of our friends who hid in the room and made him scared to death. Everyone left my place and I slept off. On the next day, my girlfriend went to night shift and I was pretty bored after coming from work. I watched Netflix and unable to sleep at all. The Bloody Mary challenge is still in my head. I'm not convinced that the Bloody Mary is not for real. I also had this courage as nothing happened the other night. It's 2 a.m. already and I'm just lying on my bed. Took my phone and started reading some articles about the Bloody Mary challenge and also watched few interviews of the people whose family members are involved in this challenge. While I was reading all these, fear is raging inside. I looked and the time is 2:50 a.m. I wanted to take the challenge. As I mentioned earlier, nothing happened the other night. I turned off all the lights in the house, took a candle, lighted it, and stood in front of the mirror. I wanted to do this challenge. At the same time, my hand is also shivering. I stood there for a minute, bought all the courage, and started chanting, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, 3 times. I was staring at the mirror for more than a minute, and suddenly the candle went off as if someone blew it. And I can feel a human breath on my face. I lit the candle again, but there is no one except me in the mirror, standing with the candle light. I felt like I saw some shadow in the mirror. I took the candle near the mirror and started seeing more deeply. The candlelight went off again in the same way. I was scared now. I lit it again. I wanted to turn on the lights as I was sweating because of the fear and the lousy sounds I'm hearing inside my head. I took the candle and started walking to turn on the lights, but I was unable to do as I don't have power at my place. Suddenly, I heard a glass fell down in the kitchen. There is no one in the house except me. The fear is growing inside and I am unable to move ahead. I heard few more glasses fall down and at a sudden, power came and the doorbell rang. I felt a bit safe now and opened the door. My girlfriend is standing at the doorsteps. I asked her, "Why did you come so early? Are you okay?" She was standing at the door and talking nothing. She's just staring at me without blinking her eyes. She pushed me aside and went in. I asked her to go and fresh. "I'll make some coffee for you." She was standing at the kitchen door and making creepy sounds. My phone started ringing and the call is from my girlfriend. I was shocked and was in fear. I picked the call and looking at her at the same time. She is standing there making the same creepy sounds. In the phone, my girlfriend asked, "There is no power in the entire city. Are you fine?" I looked from the window. It's dark everywhere. When I turned behind, she came towards me with a white gown, blood marks all over it, and bloody face. Looking at her, I was almost dead and unable to move a bit. She slapped me on my face. I fell down and shouted. The call is still on. My girlfriend heard my shout and started immediately from work. When she reached home, the door is open and I was lying on the floor, unconscious. She sprinkled some water on my face, and when I looked myself in the mirror, there are nail marks on my face. Within a week, we shifted from that apartment and moved to a new one. Never try making fun of Bloody Mary. If you have faced or encountered any such incidents, please do mention in the comment section below or write to the email in the description. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get horrified.